Ladies and gentlemen, the end game is finally here. Day 1 of the league finals in the Pubg Mobile World League Season 0 kicked off yesterday, the first of 4 in the grand finals. The teams showed up with the same tenacity we've come to expect from them, and other than the fact that I grew a new beard, nothing's really changed in the meta over the little break. Before we get into the game-by-game highlights, let's have a look at some of the major headlines from the day. Pubg Gaming ended the day on top of the leaderboard with multiple top 3 finishes and a chicken dinner. A very consistent performance, securing more than 100 points. Bigatron Red Aliens were on the opposite end of the spectrum as far as consistency goes. However, a couple of big games with a ridiculous number of kills propelled them to the second position on the leaderboard with 1 chicken dinner. You Level Up sit at the 3rd position in the overall standings, winning 2 chicken dinners in the day. RRQ Athena and Reject Scarlet won the remaining chicken dinners, 1 each, and they sit at the 7th and 12th positions respectively. The final started off in Erangel with the action pretty stagnant up until the 3rd circle when T1 eliminated Bigatron Red Aliens, one of the first teams to be sent packing, which was a major boost to the morale and confidence of T1 as they took out the tournament favorites early on in the game, sparking a rivalry that lasted the entire day. In the 5th circle, as the zone shifted south of Pachinki, Pubg Gaming found themselves in a central compound which they defended with everything they had until the 7th circle finally forced them out. The final fight saw Pubg Gaming go up against Team Secret, who advanced from the southern edge of the zone with 3 members alive. However, Pubg Gaming wiped them out to win the first game of the day, and to be honest, they made it look really easy.
V4 still a fight, trying his best. They don't have the information. Get Swift is going to be hiding behind the tree, and now they're going for the push. Loki coming on the side. They're not going to be able to take it. Team Secret get that one stolen away by Pubg Gaming.
The second game was fought in Vikendi, with the final circles forming south of Dino Park, and once again Pubg Gaming was dominating. Off to a flying start as they finished off Reject Scarlet early on in the game, and talking about squad wipes, later in the 7th circle they wiped out Synergy. Like the previous game, the final fight was between Team Secret and Pubg Gaming, with an extra addition, You Level Up, making it a Mexican standoff. Team Secret's Yu Hai played well, as despite being the last member alive from his team, he managed to take down 2 Pubg Gaming players, after which You Level Up joined the fray, wiping out the survivors to win the chicken dinner with 9 kills.
With Megastar's going down. You Level Up trying their best. They still got 2 players, Winter and Shaxin. Pimay trying his best. You know how deadly that player is, and he's still going to give it an attempt, but You Level Up, they come out on top, Imperium.
The 3rd game was fought in Erangel once again, with the final circles concentrated atop Potato Hill, east of Pachinki. The 5th circle was quite an interesting zone, as it was roughly bisected in half by a road, the left side of which was solely in control of Galaxy Racer's cells, while on the right, Bigatron RA, Pubg Gaming and Megastars all vied for control. Now fate can be a cruel mistress, as the Galaxy Racer's cells lost their advantage once the next zone forced them out of their haven and they had to cross no man's land. All the teams on the other side worked in unison as they focused fire on the Galaxy Racer's cells, wiping them out. At this point, Bigatron RA held the high ground, and well, they finally stepped up to the plate and won the chicken dinner with 12 kills.
Megastars maybe even giving the opportunity from the backside of Lewis or Pubg Gaming to take that game away. The Swag trying to heal as much as possible. Oh, he's trying to go for the sprint. Almost able to get Ryzen, but it's just going to be a little bit too short. Now Lewis, he knows he got 2nd position. He's going to get out of his little hole to try and take a few fights versus Bigatron players, but it's just not going to happen.
Miramar was the site of action for Game 4, where surprisingly, after being consistent throughout the day, Pubg Gaming was the first team to be eliminated, courtesy of T1, who really are making a name for themselves as the top team killers. The final circles descended on Crater Fields, where TSM Entity and RRQ Athena had been contesting the hills right next to the crater for quite a few circles. Orange Rock was in a prime position in the zone, ready for any and everything. However, they did not account for Luxy, who despite being the last man standing for Bigatron RA, packed quite a punch as he killed 2 players from Orange Rock as they rotated into the zone, eliminating them in the 4th position. TSM Entity were in a similar situation, ready and waiting for the enemy. However, RRQ Athena overpowered them to win the chicken dinner with 13 kills, while Bigatron RA's Luxy managed to get his team to the second position.
Themselves as they're clearing all the angles, holding all the spaces. But look at this, Luxy's just running up towards him. I mean, he knows he's just going to have to try and go for it, go for the full send. Only on low HP, but they do spot him out. They do take him down. It is RRQ Athena to reign triumphant.
The fifth game was fought in Paradise, Sanhok to be more precise, where after being on top in Miramar, RRQ Athena fell out right at the bottom in the 16th position. Quite literally, as Bear 11 fell to his death, after which TSM Entity and Team IND killed off the remaining survivors. The final circle formed up high amongst the rocky cliffs on the northwestern island, and in that zone we saw Bigatron RA, Orange Rock and Reject Scarlet with 2 members each, while TSM Entity had all 4 players alive at their disposal. Reject Scarlet avoided an early face-off and took the high ground, after which Bigatron RA and Reject Scarlet shredded TSM Entity to pieces. Reject Scarlet finished off Bigatron RA to win the chicken dinner with just 4 kills. However, Bigatron RA placed higher in the post-game standings as they had a mind-boggling 17 kills to their name.
Push on up, just could not get it done. It's such a difficult hillside. Circle hones in, nice nade though from Reject Scarlet. And this is exactly what I was going to see from Reject Scarlet. Another one come through and it's over.
The final game of the day, Game 6, came back full circle to Erangel, where T1 clashed with the big boys, Bigatron RA once again, and this time around, it stayed the same. T1 eliminated Bigatron RA, making it 2-0 as far as the rivalry and bragging rights go. In the 7th circle, U Level Up were positioned north in the zone, while Box Gaming and Megastars fought it out in the south, from which Megastars emerged victorious. However, U Level Up finished the weekend Megastars off to win their second chicken dinner of the day.
Again, I think it's highly unlikely. You might be right here, Blank, but Paradox able to escape any more damage. Looking for those heals, but finally goes down. One goes down in response, but it is U Level Up to take the chicken dinner.
The grand finals kicked off with great action and vigor, making the next 3 days some of the most anticipated days of PUBG Mobile action on the biggest stage of the PUBG Mobile World League Season 0. We're going to stay with you every step of the way in case you miss any of the action. Till then, stay tuned and stay safe.